Jesus Christ, the embodiment of unconditional love, taught us invaluable lessons on how to love ourselves and our families. Throughout his ministry, he emphasized the importance of self-love and familial love, demonstrating that these two aspects are intertwined and essential for a fulfilling life. In this essay, we will explore how Jesus taught us to love ourselves and our families, and how his teachings can be applied in our daily lives. One of the most significant ways Jesus taught us to love ourselves is by emphasizing our worth and identity in God's eyes. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says, "You are the light of the world," Matthew 5:14, and in the Gospel of John, he declares, "I am the vine, you are the branches," John 15:5. These statements remind us that we are loved, valued, and cherished by God, and that our identity is rooted in Him. By recognizing our worth and identity in Christ, we can develop a healthy sense of self-love, which is not based on selfishness or arrogance, but on the knowledge that we are beloved children of God. Jesus also taught us to love ourselves by prioritizing self-care and rest. In the Gospel of Mark, we read that Jesus often withdrew to lonely places to pray and rest, Mark 1:35, 6:31. This example shows us that taking care of our physical, emotional, and spiritual needs is essential for maintaining a healthy and balanced life. By prioritizing self-care and rest, we can recharge inward focus, enabling us to love ourselves and others more effectively. In addition to teaching us to love ourselves, Jesus also provided guidance on how to love our families. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says, "Love your neighbors yourself," Matthew 22:39, which includes our family members. He teaches us that loving our families involves demonstrating compassion, empathy, and kindness towards them. Jesus' own relationships with his family members, such as his mother Mary and his disciples, demonstrate the importance of nurturing and caring for those closest to us. Jesus also emphasized the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation in family relationships. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus teaches us to forgive those who wrong us, even if they wrong us repeatedly, Luke 17:3-4. This teaching is particularly relevant in family contexts, where conflicts and misunderstandings can arise. By practicing forgiveness and seeking reconciliation, we can create a more loving and harmonious family environment, where each member feels valued and respected. Furthermore, Jesus taught us to love our families by serving and sacrificing for them. In the Gospel of John, Jesus says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends," John 15:13. This statement highlights the importance of putting the needs of our family members before our own, demonstrating our love and commitment to them. By serving and sacrificing for our families, we can build strong, lasting relationships that are grounded in love, trust, and mutual support. In conclusion, Jesus taught us to love ourselves and our families by emphasizing our worth and identity in God's eyes, prioritizing self-care and rest, demonstrating compassion and kindness, practicing forgiveness and reconciliation, and serving and sacrificing for one another. By applying these teachings in our daily lives, we can cultivate a deeper love for ourselves and our families, and create a more harmonious and loving environment in our homes and communities. As we strive to follow Jesus' example and teachings, we can experience the transformative power of love, which can bring healing, joy, and fulfillment to our lives and the lives of those around us. By embracing Jesus' teachings on love, we can become more like him and reflect his love to a world that desperately needs it. Ultimately, Jesus' teachings on love remind us that we are not alone, and that we are part of a larger family, connected by our shared humanity and our love for one another.